So, it's been a while. I'm probably blowing wind directly to the microphone the way I'm walking. But it's been a while since I made a video. Hopefully this one works out better. The reason being, like I said in the last one, is a couple issues. Mostly my, oh hey squirrel, ADD. Mostly my health insurance. Got switched over to a different company. Started to refund doctors all over again, and a bunch of other stuff, you know, family issues. My stepmom was in the hospital, my dad had some issues himself, and I just didn't have time, and I was too stressed to make a video in all honesty. And the health insurance thing kind of throws a damper on, maybe make sure I'm not blowing wind to the mic or something. The health insurance kind of puts a damper on things, you know. But that's where I resolved. I have health insurance again for a couple months, maybe a month if I'm lucky. Well, not lucky. A month at the worst case, 4 months if I'm lucky. Oh, cover the mic, I mean not the mic, the camera. A month minimum, 4 months if I'm lucky. But anyway, had a doctor's appointment last Tuesday. Think about that one for a second here. Last Tuesday, my spironolactone got bumped up. My hormones got bumped up, so that's all fresh and new going on. But the whole purpose of this video, besides a quick update, is part of the issues I had was, like I think like a lot of transactors have the same issue that I'm having right now and had before, is you go through the process and you start dreaming about what type of person you want to be. And I don't want to say woman directly because, you know, that's cutting the trans population in half. But you go through and you kind of think about what kind of person you want to be. And you kind of get caught up in that and you kind of focus on what you're not. Like, for example, in my case, female. I focus on what kind of woman I want to be and how I want to be and how I present myself. And I start focusing on how some of the dreams, realistic, some of the goals are unattainable. Because, let's be honest, genes and all. But you focusing on that, and you kind of start to get depressed about how, like, it's never going to happen the way you want it to happen, or how you never look the way you want to look, or how you never be the way you want to be fully. And I'm sure there's some projectors who get that, and damn them in my jealousy for them. But you go through this process, and you kind of get down at times, pretty often. I was watching, around the same time this was happening to me, my last big issue with this, I was watching on YouTube other female transsexuals and their God, the sun's bright, and their transitions and things they did and how they handled it and whatnot. And one of them made a really good point that I thought of before and never really took to heart until I saw this video. Actually, it wasn't the video that made me take it to heart, because I saw it before, not the video, sorry. The idea. I thought about it before, heard it before, and never really took it to heart. Saw the video and it kind of stuck a little better. And then I had a breakdown, which is one of the other issues I had. I had a full-on day where I just could not handle the stress of everything going on. It's kind of personal, but like I'll go and get into it because this entire channel, vlog, whatever you want to call it, is about being open. Is that my stepmom got really sick in the hospital, which doesn't really bother me that much because, you know, she's sick, you're in the hospital, you're in a safe place in the hospital. So that was kind of stressful on its own. What really bothered me is my dad didn't go to work for that entire time. She was in the hospital for like 2 months. He hasn't really gone back since then. This is all back since December. But he relapsed and started going back to his old drug habits. And nothing, I don't want to say nothing serious because I want to downplay it. But it's not like heroin or anything like that. He's a pill popper. He'd overdose on pain medicine and get really stupid. And that was causing me stress because we have to keep his pills in a lockbox so he can't get to them. And my stepmom's usually the one that handles that and usually gives him out his medicine. But because she was in the hospital, I had to do it. And I felt, was abusing his right as a parent to say, hey, I'm your father, you give me a little more. And I told him no a couple times, and it kind of happened anyway sometimes. And that was sleeping pills together. Didn't really help any. I can't figure out the camera to save my life. But that was an issue. And so that, along with my own depression and my wanting to be something I'm not quite yet, and how things were going the way I planned it to. I'm still not going the way I planned it to. But I'm making progress slowly. But that accumulation with all the other things, probably have an actual full-on breakdown, tears and everything, and that doesn't happen very often. I don't cry much. Not saying I'm a strong person or that like I don't cry, whatever the case may sound like. It's just that it doesn't happen often. I don't know, it's hard to make me cry, I guess. But I full-on broke down, started crying, and called my best friend. And she, bless her, she had this long, like 3-hour conversation with me, talking me down, getting me to stop being stupid. And she said the same thing this video said that really made a lot of sense to me. She was, you know, you need to learn to love yourself before you can transition successfully. She goes, she knows other trans people. She says all the trans people I know that are the happiest are the ones who love themselves before the transition, who can return to themselves and then transition. And that's the hard part, you know, is coming to grips with who you are as a person because you don't feel you're that person. So that's something I'm trying to learn how to do myself, and I'm making some progress, I believe, and I think something that every transsexual should consider is learning to love yourself. So that's the whole purpose of this video, is a little, I don't say a little advice, but this camera's really close because my arms are lazy, so I'm getting, like, zooming in real far. It's a little bit of advice, I guess you could say, is love yourself before it gets down to you, before it breaks you down, and before you transition, because then if you love yourself beforehand and you transition, you'll be the happiest you can be as whatever gender you are. And can't think of much else to say besides that. I mean, I guess that's the whole purpose of this video, like I said. So yeah, I'm gonna call this one done, and hopefully make another video soon. Sorry for the long gap in time.